Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5. I'm really excited about what we're going to be looking at in today's video. Today we're going to be looking at some more cars, or just one more car, from the DLC updates that we had recently for GTA Online. And just take a look at this interior. You can see already that this is going to be good. We've got this sort of like a plot graph style speedometer. We've got this old classic turbo steering wheel. Everything is square, boxy, simple. We've got some nice classic style graphics going on there, and a cursor. Let's get rid of that. And this is definitely, I don't know if this is my favorite car, but it's up there in terms of favorite cars from the latest update. It's this. Now, you might not recognize it, but if you think about it, you know what it is. It's the Sentinel. It's a classic version of the Sentinel. It is a classic BMW. It is an Ubermacht Sentinel Classic for GTA 5. And it is absolutely amazing. I am in love with this thing. Now, honestly, I'm not really that big into the old classic BMWs, but there's something about this car in this game that is just so cool and 80s / early 90s that I am absolutely in love with the shape, the style and everything with this car. It is everything that I want out of a classic tuner car to have in GTA 5. It is brilliant and there's lots of tuning parts for it, so we're going to be tuning up 2, maybe 3 different versions of this car in today's video. But before we do, there's going to be some comments on the screen. These are comments featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below. And also, don't forget, Instagram as well, _Figureight. Links for that in the description below. So, you might notice, again, yet another video that I'm driving up to Los Santos Customs. I still do not have the updated Scripthook 5 installed, which means I don't have any menus customs. I don't have V-Stancer. We're going to be doing this the old-fashioned way yet again and jumping into Los Santos Customs. So let's go. And here we are in the garage. Now, one thing I just want to point out, because some of you pointed out in a previous video that I did where I said you couldn't look inside, there is actually a first-person view for inside the Los Santos Customs. This is pretty new. I don't remember seeing this before. We also have the zoom as well, which I haven't been utilizing as much as I probably should. You know, I'm so not used to using the Los Santos Customs thing. I'm used to just using menus customs out in the wild, in the sunlight, where it's nice, clean, bright for us all to see. So, yeah, apologies for me not using these as much as I probably should. So, let's start off with this. I mean, just look at this outside. It's great. It's even got a little bit of a wide arch kit. I would like to see, because we have this version with the slight wider arches, I really would like to see a non-sporty version of this, like the standard version without the tuning things, without the STD badging and the red grille and the red stripe and, you know, the sort of like the little splitter down the bottom. I would love to see a classic, normal, civilian version of this Sentinel. That would be amazing. Just for any mod makers out there, that is a great idea. So, let's just start off. Let's go for some race brakes. Let's go for bumpers, front bumpers. We've got a lot to choose from. So we have the stock. We have the stock in secondary colour, which can be good, so we can make this like plastic bumpers. We also have some carbon ones with the red stripe. We have some sticker bombing. I mean, this car predates that look. But mind you, I mean, people still took the classic cars and then did that in modern times. But I mean, it doesn't look great. Then we have the stock with the carbon lip, just nice and subtle. Then we have the XS style. Now, of course, this is supposed to go back to, I believe, the Sentinel from Vice City. That's the last time we had a sort of 80s Sentinel, but that one was a little bit different to this one. So this seems more like an early 90s, very late 80s model. But of course, that did have the XS style of Sentinel, so we've got the XS kit as well for this one, which gets rid of the plate and also sort of changes that centre bit as well. Then we've got the XS Rally with these rally lights. Oh, beautiful and amazing. I'm loving this so much. Then we have Drift 1. I mean, it's a bit weird looking. Drift 2, which has got the intercooler spray. And then we've got Drift 3 with the intercooler fans. I mean, it's a very small looking intercooler that's cut out in a really weird way. I'm not entirely sold on these. I really like this. I really like this. I like the stock with the carbon lip. I like the carbon. I like the fact that I can make a plastic bumper as well. But I'm just really not sure on these drift ones at the end. But maybe we'll try a build, because maybe it will swing me around once we get a full build with it going. But for this first one, I'm going to go with the XS. Then on the rear bumpers, not too many options as usual with Rockstar stuff. We've got the stock rear bumper, we've got the secondary colour, we've got the carbon, which actually just makes it look like a plastic bumper anyway. Because I mean, you can't really see the carbon texture unless you really zoom in, which we can't really do in standard GTA. So yeah, that almost works as a plastic version. And then of course the sticker bomb version. I'm going to go with just the stock rear bumper on this one. Then let's move on to the chassis. I mean, by the way, if you think this is too subtle or you want something else, I will be trying to do 3 builds for this. So let's just start off. We've got the completely different set of cages. So let's just look at the chassis. We've got loads of different cages to choose from. We've got the street half cage. Oh, that also gives these awesome looking seats. Those seats are nice. They are like proper, super thin, super expensive carbon ones. Which is pretty fancy for a street half cage, but then I guess you wouldn't really want those sort of seats in a racing car, perhaps. They look a bit uncomfortable for racing. But anyway, we also have the dash dodge, which also gives us some thicker, more substantial bucket seats. Then we've got this one with the padded dash dodger cage. We can actually look on the interior. It'll probably give us a better view, actually. That's better. Why haven't I been doing this before? You guys did have a go at me. So we've got that one. Then we have this one, which adds some extra bits. Then we have this one with the padding. Then we have the full roll cage, which also adds that stuff down the bottom. Lots more going on in the back. And then we also have the padded version. Each one has a different seat, apart from these two. It's a shame we can't really pick the seat as a separate thing, especially because this, I mean, that is definitely the coolest looking seats that you can get out of all that lot. But I really just want to go for the subtle, classic, normal look for this first one. I need to get it out of my system. And then we move on to the crazy and the more interesting, I think. I'm actually just going to go with stock because it's so perfectly beautiful and 80s that I don't want to break it and touch it and ruin it for this first build. Let's go for the level 4 engine. For the exhausts, we have this normal. We have the chrome tipped. We have the titanium tipped. We have the carbon tipped. And then we have the really awful looking tin can aluminium tips. These, I don't know what Rockstar were thinking. I don't know if they've made a mistake. I don't know if we're going to get some sort of quick update that's going to fix these things, but that is ugly. Really is ugly. I'm going to go for the carbon tipped because it's the bigger ones that just don't look dirty, but to be honest, they're the same size. I'm going to keep it stock. Sod it. Fenders. We have, ooh, we can have that whole set there in secondary colour if we would like. We can also have all that in carbon for a proper race car look. Or sticker bombed. Ugh. I mean, am I really just doing this whole thing stock? I really love how this car looks in stock form. Okay, the next build will go crazy. Oh man, look at that. Headlight wipers. This is awesome. I love this. Then we have the headlight tape. Then we have the rally lights. And then we have the rally lights with the headlight tape. Do you know what? Next build, we'll try and do a rally one. But for now, those headlight wipers are so cool and so old school. On the hood, we have the lifted hood, which I think I might go for. That's definitely cool. Then we have the secondary colour hood. Then we have the carbon hood. We have the sticker bomb hood. We have the XS hood, which looks pretty nice. We might even go for that one. Then we have that in the secondary colour and the carbon version. And then we've got a drift hood with just a really big bulge on it. And then we also have that one. Let's just zoom in for a bit more. And in the carbon version, we've also got a few more. Wow, it actually goes down. We've got the vented drift hood. Then that in the 2 different combinations. Then we have the STD hood in a couple of different combinations. And that is all of them. I really love the lifted hood. If we're going to go for the subtle classic look, lifted hood is a winner. Right, then we have the lights. I want to keep this with the classic yellow headlights because it is sacrilege to put these sort of colour bulbs in an old car, in my opinion. In my opinion. I know it makes the car worse at night. I have this trouble with my car in real life. The yellow headlights suck, but I just love them. I'm sorry. So let's move on to liveries because we've got a nice selection here. So we have the Scene Kid, which, I mean, doesn't really look very Scene Kiddie. Because if I'm thinking Scene Kid in terms of a German car, it's definitely not big numbers on the side and the old shopping list deal. Normally a Scene Kid would have a bunch of things in the rear windows and stuff like that. The fake rust, or the faux rust, this reminds me of Rusty Slamington. Even though that's actually a real Rusty car, this just reminds me of it for some reason. I don't know why. I guess because it's an old BMW. Then we have the Douche Rally. This is the nice old school one. Douche Beer. Then we have the Zero Gas. That's pretty nice. We have the Run Blick number 9. Another racing one. Oh, so look, there we go again. Rusty Slamington with that thing on the side. Rockstar had to have looked at that car and got the inspiration to put that thing on the BMW because of that car. There's no other way. There's no other way. I don't know what the rest of it is. It's some weird graffiti style thing going on. But that's definitely Rusty Slamington right there. And then we also have the Fukaru Warrior, which is actually... Oh, I like that front bumper look. That's pretty cool. And then it's got like this whole thing with the camo on the back. I quite like that. And then we have... Oh, we've got some Itasha going on. That's supposed to be some... I think that's actually from... that same TV show that there was another livery from on one of the new cars we checked out recently. Yeah. But it's definitely like a law-friendly version of Itasha. That's pretty cool. And then we also have a Rockstar Games one to finish. It's actually called Rockstar Games. There's nothing Rockstar Games on it, though. Pissfasser. Oh, it does say Rockstar Games at the bottom. Of course it does. Burger Shot, Zero Gash, Atomic, Rockstar Games. Yeah, that sort of breaks the thing a bit there. You know, breaks the law slightly. I am going to go for... Seems like it's going to be the clean one. Nothing. The next two we'll do with liveries, but the first one I want to keep pure. So moving on to the plate, we've got to go with an old school plate. I mean, what sort of... We've had blue in the 80s. Let's just go for blue. Then on to... In fact, we probably would have had that one back then in the early 90s, late 80s. So let's go for that one. Then we'll leave the respray till last, although I do love this white and red. I'm a bit scared that I might end up picking white and red. Roof, we have the stock roof. Then we've got the primary sunstrip, secondary sunstrip with the red there. The carbon sunstrip, I mean... Is that a thing? Sunstrip's a sticker. I mean, carbon's supposed to lose weight. You're not really adding much weight with a sticker, let's be honest. Then we have the carbon vortex generators. Then we have the primary colour, secondary colour. We have an aerial, nice and simple. We have some extra lights that could be good for a rally build. And a bike rack with a gym bag and a couple of other bits on it. Sadly, no bike. But we can also have that with the lights as well. Oh, we got louvers. Okay, I know where I'm going with this one. Then we have the secondary colour and carbon. And, of course, going to go for carbon because it looks like plastic. That would do. Oh, fantastic. Then we have the skirts. We have the stock. We have the secondary colour. Not really sure on that. Or the carbon one. Or the sticker bomb one. I actually like how it looks in standard, so we'll keep that stock. Then to the spoiler. I have a feeling I don't really want one unless we've got a small little ducktail. We've got the classic spoiler. That's not too bad. Then we got that one. We've got the carbon version of that one. And then we have the sport spoiler, secondary carbon. Then we have the XS spoiler. Oh, so the XS spoiler actually looks quite nice. There's something about that little flicky style thing. It does match with the bodywork of the car. And then we have the secondary and then the full carbon XS spoiler. Then we've got the GT version, secondary carbon, STD spoiler. Which actually already has carbon on the top, but it's just primary on the side, secondary on the sides, full carbon including a black stem, whatever they call it, stand, and then big old drift spoiler in the secondary and carbon versions. I am going to go for that stock XS spoiler right there. Oh god, this is so beautifully early 90s, late 80s. I love it. Suspension, we're going to lower it down. This is definitely going to be one of these cars I want to revisit as well once we get V-Stancer working, just to get another build using that. But we'll leave that for a later video. Maybe I'll do like a video combining them. We'll have to see. And then we have the wheel selection. The wheels aren't that great, but I have a feeling that whatever wheels we pick, they're going to just look a little bit trashier. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. And actually, those wheels aren't too bad either. They suit a BMW quite nicely. Don't know what else we're going to have in here. I mean, these are all pretty fitting, really. That one's quite nice as well. We'll definitely change the colour. Yeah, I think I might just go for just that Cosmo one. That's great. But we'll change the colour to make it, I don't know. Let's go for alloy. Just simple. Keep it simple. I mean, back then, we didn't really go for coloured wheels much. That wasn't really a big thing. So alloy is fine. Tyres, I mean, no, we're not going to go there. Then on the windows, we'll go for a light smoke. That's pretty 90s. In fact, probably a bit darker than that actually for the 90s style. And that is that one done, apart from the respray. So let's just try and find a colour. We can also have the trim colour as well for the interior. It seems in this is supposed to be the sports one. I'm going to go for black, just to graphite. That's fine. Secondary colour is the line that we see across the bumpers and the side, which is pretty nice. And it's also the bit on the grille as well. So we can make that. I don't know what colour's going to go with that yet. So I'm going to leave that red and just go through all the colours first. Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful. That is so nice in black. But let's just go through. Maybe I'll hopefully find something. Oh, even this. Midnight silver. Oh, the reds. Oh, they all look great. I mean, that is a sign of a great car when all the colours just look good. Oh, this is a winner. This car is an absolute winner. If there is anyone who genuinely does not like this car from this update, I really want you to leave a comment and tell me why. Because I love this and I can't see why everyone else doesn't love it either, to be honest. I'm definitely feeling, though, dark colours is the thing. This galaxy blue is gorgeous as well. Oh, it's so nice. In fact, even the light ones, it all works. It's great. I'm really just gushing over this car. I'm sorry if I'm a bit lame, but I love this car so much. Right, let me just find... I think we might go for... What was it that we had? Midnight silver? I'm loving that. Absolutely loving that. And I'm loving it in the red, with the red stripe. I don't think we can top that. Anything else looks really just not standard and a bit weird. The only other option is something like white, and I don't think that really suits it, to be honest. Or black. Black or red. If we're going to make this understated as a pretty, like, monotone car, I might have to just go for the black. But it does have the red calipers, so do you know what? I'm going to keep the red. And that is the first car done, even though I really, to be honest, didn't do much to it. It's just perfect as it is. But we have for this video got to check out some other styles. So this next one, oh, look at this. Oh, it sounds amazing as well. It's pretty fast. It's a great drift car. Even though the stock handling for drifting is not great, this thing is an absolute winner. I love this car so much. I can just get into this car right now and just sort of you know, just chill out. Sometimes I like to do this, just like pick a nice car. This is the sort of car that I can just drive calmly. Yeah, I love this. But we've got a video to make. We've got cars to mod. We haven't got time to waste. So let's jump into another one. And I'm going to do a nice time-lapse build to see if we can do a different style this time. Okay, so I just want to pause this time-lapse right here because I've noticed that when you have all the lamps for the lights, when you go to the liveries, they all have the unique little icon thing going on. We have all the Fukaru ones for all these ones. Then we have the Ron-style drip. Then we have another Fukaru one there. We've got the douche beer. And then we've got actually another Fukaru. All these ones have Fukaru-style ones on them, including the Scene Kid one, which makes a little bit more sense when you got all that stuff going on. And even on the spoiler as well. Just a nice little feature that we missed there at the start. Anyway, back to the time-lapse. Okay, and here we are done with the rather interesting colour scheme that I've gone for here. I've gone for the Douche Beer Rally livery. And I noticed that it had like white and sort of like a browny gold look to the colour scheme. So I've gone for that white, and then I've gone for the gold stripes, and then I've gone for the gold style wheels, like goldy brown style wheels. And then we've also gone for the rally stuff, rally bumpers, rally lights on the top with the roof rack and stuff. And I've gone for this spoiler as well, and titanium exhaust just to be different, and also a full cage on the inside, as you can see. It's definitely not right, but it's still a build. It's still a build. It's still pretty much a rally car. But there we are with the second build done. I don't know what to do with the third one. I might go for the old rusty livery and try to just make a rusted out one. But of course, without V-Stancer, I can't make the stanced out rusty Slamington remake that I really want to make. And with this one as well, I would have really liked to have just lifted the suspension up just a little bit and make the wheels a bit wider and make it a bit more of an off-roader. as a proper rally car. This one's a bit of a half-do of the job. We definitely need to recheck this one out once we get V-Stunts back again. So let's just spawn in the third and do the third build. Here we are with it finished, and I went as far as I could to get a Rusty Slamington build. I mean, I tried to go for some expensive-ish looking wheels in gold. I went for the tyre lettering just to be a bit cool. I mean, I really wanted to get the plastic bumpers. The close I could have got was just doing this, which is actually just carbon bumpers, because sadly the liveries actually went over when it had the secondary colour. But that is it with the rust, the fake rust at least. It's a shame we couldn't get one that's supposed to have real rust, but I guess it's not really old enough to have this level of real rust, I'd say, unless your car had burnt out or you'd stripped it. So I guess it is actually possible. It's just, yeah, I'm going off on one about, is it possible to have a rusty car from the 80s? I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, I've also gone for the roof rack as well. I went also for this brown interior, because why not? Even though I have actually gone for a half cage with these seats, just to go for the bit more the Rusty Slamington style. And that is that one done as far as I could, because to be honest, I'd really like to get V-Stancer out and slam it down and have some camber and stuff going, and probably some better looking wheels. But for now, that will have to do. I mean, what's the time in game right now? It is 4 o'clock in the morning. It is starting to get a little bit lighter as we drive away to finish off this video. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below which one of the cars that we built today is your favourite. You can let me know in the comment section below. You can also send me pictures of your version of this. By the time that, as I'm recording this video, I should point out that this car is not releasing online. This might be a secret car or an unreleased car when I put this video out, so this call to action might take a while, but eventually, when this is in GTA Online, you can send me pictures of your builds and stuff on Twitter at Figureight. Links to my Twitter in the description below as always. But that is it, I guess. Just let me know what you think was your favourite car. Maybe you didn't like any of them. I mean, there's a chance that happened. I'd also really like to know, because I'd say that this is definitely in my top 3 favourite vehicles of this latest update. I still haven't fully decided. I haven't gone through all the cars yet if this really is my favourite, but it's definitely up there. I'm absolutely in love with the whole shape, look and style of this car. So I'm actually curious to see, is this someone's favourite car from the latest update? Do you have a different favourite car? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, but that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.